Hi, Miss Tidwell's first graders, teaching time with Miss Tidwell. So I want to talk with you for a little bit about our writing for this week. We are reviewing that we've done earlier in the year, that we did scientific writing, writing like a scientist. We spent a lot of time on writing like a scientist and how you can take things that happen around you and observe them, make different predictions, write your conclusions, and we did different kind of scientific investigations in the classroom, and then you would get to write upon those. So we're just going back to do a review so that you remember all of those things and then connect all the pieces together as a writer. So just going back to that again, I have a story I want to share with you, and even though you're going to see that it is fiction, so it's make-believe, not really real, it has some scientific information in it for you. So presenting my book for you, Diary of a Fly. I love the Diary of a Fly books. Diary of a Fly is by Doreen Cronin, and the pictures are by Harry Bliss. So let's take a look and see what's going on in the story Diary of a Fly. June 7th. Tomorrow is the first day of school. I'm so nervous. What if I'm the only one who eats regurgitated food? June 8th. Great news! Everyone eats regurgitated food. So Fly Girl has gone to school. Take a look. Their lunchroom table, it's a toothpaste box. They're sitting on thumbtacks. They're slurping up their food with straws. So regurgitate, that's one of those expert words. It means to eat chewed up, kind of chewed up, swallowed, and spit back up. I know it sounds gross, but it's food such as that. June 10th. Things they teach you in flight class. We're the most accomplished flyers on the planet. Our average speed is 4.5 miles per hour. Leap backward when taking off. Look at the notes that's written here on the leaf. A jet airplane is good, but us, better. Take a look at the illustration. Here's a little fly, and it can go around and swoop and twirl and move and go in different directions of its flying. Things they should teach you in flight class. Always have a flight plan. June 12th. My parents left us with a babysitter last night. When they got home, 87 of us were stuck to a strip of fly paper. Mom says we were a lot easier to watch before we grew heads. Take a look at all those flies. Now, I said that this is fiction because it's make-believe, it's not really real. Fly is not going to have a babysitter while the mom and dad go out on date night. Flies don't really go to school, and they sit down in a cafeteria and eat their lunch. But it is giving us some real information about flies. Did you notice the real information on this page? They eat regurgitated food. Did you notice the real information on this page? Flies can fly up to 4.5 miles an hour. Did you notice more real information? That they go backwards first when they get ready to take off. So when a fly is going to fly, it goes backwards and then it shoots forwards. And it can go all around in different directions. Did you notice real information on this page? Flies can have many, many, many babies. 87 is what this one has, this mama. And they grow their heads it's a process. So growing their heads comes later on in the birth process. June 14th. Today we practiced landing on moving targets. I am standing on her head right now. Look at this. It kind of zooms in. Zoop. There's the fly on her head. June 15th. My school picture came out. Mom says next time I better have all my eyes looking in the same direction. Zoom into that picture for you. It just gave us some more information that's really real. Look at the fly's eyeballs. Inside of their eyeballs, they have many, many eyes. And what did you just hear? That their eyes could go in all directions at the exact same time. June 17th. My first science assignment is to use my 5 senses to observe something creepy. I chose a first grader. Disgusting. The sucker. Look at the drooly sucker all over his mouth. Fly Girl wrote her observations. 5 senses observation by Fly. See, will not fit in a jar. Feel, sticky. Smell, not so good. Hear, annoying slurping sound. Taste, not so bad. Fly just did some scientific writing. They're writing their observations about things that they hear, see, feel, smell, taste. June 18th. Worm and Spider came over today. We used a magnifying glass to take a really good look at ourselves. So here they are. They're looking at themselves through the magnifying glass. Man, are we filthy. Let's see what they noticed. There's ice cream, some root beer, there's some yogurt. Here's on Spider, gnat juice, an egg. No idea what this is. There's some on Worm, dirt, cabbage, orange peel, more dirt, still more dirt. Here's on Spider, some dust with milk. Hey, they labeled their parts. They labeled those things that they noticed. July 2nd. I'm making an all about me book for my mom. Hey, we did all about books before in our writing pieces. Let's see what they're saying about all about. All About Me by Fly. My life, day 1, first day as an egg. Me. Day 5, first day as a maggot. Day 7, first day with a head. Day 10, first day of school. What did you just learn about flies? Even though this book is fiction, this fly cannot really write a story. What did you learn about flies just now through her writing? When does she grow a head? When do flies grow their heads? On the 7th day of their existence. When did Fly go to school for the first day? When she was 10 days old. So if we go back here to this at the beginning, when she was going to school, that happened on her 10th day of life. July 13th. I asked my mom why I can't have my own room like Worm. Because you have 327 brothers and sisters, that's why. I told her we could put half of them in the garage to save space. Look at all the brothers and sisters. Here and there and everywhere, zooming around, fighting over food. The human there notices a fly. Annoying little pesky thing. I'm having a timeout in the garage right now. July 14th. Spider's grandfather is so smart. He taught me flies were a very important part of the food chain. Very cool. They're very important. July 15th. Worm sat me down and explained the food chain.
That is not so cool. Because here's Fly. Fly's worrying about enjoying some soda. And look who's sneaking up behind. Grandfather Spider. What's it look like he's ready to do? Have a little fly snack. Uh-oh. July 16th. The babysitter came back last night. She brought a frog. Oh. When Mom and Dad got home, we were all exactly where we were left. We were when they left. Look at them all sitting there. What does that kind of let you know about flies? Are they afraid of frogs? Maybe. July 21st. Why I would make a good superhero. I have the most powerful flight muscles on the planet. I can land upside down. Look, it's upside down on a human ear. Whoop. I can see in all directions at once. Look, even though it's behind him, he says, I see you, Spider. Spider said, superheroes bend steel with their bare hands. You eat horse manure with your feet. I never thought about it that way. Manure is another word for poop. Listen to that. Spider said, superheroes bend steel with their bare hands. You eat horse manure with your feet. Yuck. Spiders eat horse poop with their feet? That's crazy. Look at the cartoon. I better save those puppies. Moments later. She bent it so the dog could get out. You're coming home with me, girl. That's what Fly Girl's imagining. July 22nd. Today I learned that flies beat their wings 200 times per second. That's some scientific information right there. Look at the board at the background. 1 time plus 1 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 equals 200. How many times did they say the plus 1? 200 times. No wonder I keep falling asleep in math. July 23rd. I visited my Aunt Rita today. She's been trapped on the wrong side of a screen for a week. Look at that. So here's the screen door. My word, how you've grown, dear. So he's inside. She's outside. August 1st. I just know I would make an excellent superhero. I have 4,000 lenses in each eye. I can walk on walls. I can change directions and flight faster than the blink of a human eye. Spider said, superheroes save the world from outer space villains. Your brain is the size of a sesame seed. I never thought about it that way. Z's up alien gibberish. Moments later, pow, whoosh. Thanks, superhero girl. So what did that say again? Superheroes save the world from outer space villains. Your brain is the size of a sesame seed. Hey, I had a sesame seed on my bagel for breakfast this morning. So the size of my teeny tiny little sesame seed is the size of a spider's brain? That's very interesting. So remember, even though this book is fiction, it does have some real information kind of sprinkled in throughout that can still teach you about flies and insects, which is kind of really cool. August 2nd. Today I told Worm and Spider that I could never be a superhero like I wanted. Worm looked me right in the eyes and said, the world needs all kinds of heroes. Spider said, I never thought about it that way. Neither did I. Look as she's flying. Zoom. Around and around and around and shoosh. The end. So, what I wanted to share with you, and this book is a great way to remember doing so, you guys are going back again to revisit scientific writing. So some of your assignments are going to be just on that for the week. Writing as a scientist. Some of the things that it did in scientific writing throughout the story is that on each page it labeled, did you notice this? June 18th. Did you notice this? July 13th. July 14th, July 15th. It's telling the day because scientists want to keep track of when they're doing their experiments and how things may be changed from one day to the other or from one week to the next. What else did it do as a scientific writing? Well, it labeled the parts from observations. Anything else from the scientific writing? I'm going to go back to this page here where it shows different notes taken and how things might relate to one another. Here's something else with the scientific writing. Turn the page, fingers, turn the page. Oh. Note taking. Scientists do their note taking about their observations, the dates that those happen. They label the parts. All of those help them as they're gathering information so they can write about what they're predicting, what they're observing, what do they notice as their conclusion that they figure out from whatever the experiment is that they're trying to look at and notice. So I want you to keep that in mind. There are lots of stories of Diary of a Fly. See if you can find any of those in your Epic and your Raz Kids, even if you have any at your house to enjoy. I have a few, so maybe we'll look at some more of those this week. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Miss Tidwell's first graders.